folks, got a 2013 Chevy Suburban here with a check engine light. Okay, and the check engine light states P015D. This is an old scanner, so it doesn't show up anything. But the P015D, I believe, is an oxygen sensor, bank 2, number 1. But let's verify it. I'm gonna look it up. There's 1 or 2, but this is current, and this one is probably permanent. Yeah. All right, this was on once before. We cleared it, didn't come back on for about a month, but now it's back. So it might be time to change that O2 sensor. I believe that code means that it's slow to respond, the O2 sensor. So it's got to respond back to the computer within a certain amount of seconds. If not, it turns on the red flag and says, you're slow, you got to go. All right, let's verify it. All right, so yes, bank 2 is on the right side. It's bank 2, sensor 1, so it's the first sensor on bank 2. The bank 2 is on the right side, the driver's side. It's going to be found before the cat. So the best way to get it is through the front wheel well, okay, because it's literally right there. Right, so a couple clips, a couple of screws right around here. Okay, we'll take this wheel well out, fold it over since it's bendable. Okay, there's your sensor right there. The wire went behind the AC lines, and it's got a little Christmas tree, and it mounts right there onto the frame. Okay, that's where you're gonna find it. Look this way, okay, you'll actually see it up there. Okay, Christmas tree still there. There it is right there. Right, so that's where it pokes into. It's hard to get it out because it hits the chassis. All right, so to unplug it, there's a little lock that runs across this terminal here, so it doesn't accidentally come out. Okay, just pull the lock out, pull this tab back, and then plugs out. Okay, now soak that with PB Blaster. Hopefully I don't have to put a torch to it, and it should spin out with hopefully no problems. So hopefully there's some kind of room here. I can get the socket on it, or an oxygen sensor tool with a breaker bar. We'll see. Like I said, looks pretty rusty here. All right, so basically we're just going to spin it out and put a new one in. All right, let's do it. All right, so it wasn't fun taking that out. And the old crayon trick, that doesn't work. At least it didn't work for me. All right, so I had to use a torch, heat it up, and try to spin it off. And that didn't work either, because when you use the oxygen sensor socket with a tight one, what happens is that this little gap here starts to spread. When it starts to spread, it starts to strip the nut out. And you do not want to strip that nut out. So you can see right there, starting to spin it out. You do not want to strip that out, because then you can't get anything on it. All right, try the oxygen sensor tool that they sell. That doesn't work, so what I end up doing was just cutting the wire off using a 7/8 deep socket right on there, 6-point. That works the best. Heat it up and spun it off. All right, so this is the replacement. This is the Denso. Okay, it comes with the little clip. Like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna get that clip in there because the body is so close to the frame. Might have to just wire tie it up and out of the way without trying to squeeze it in that little hole. But anyway, all right, so pretty simple. We're just gonna spin this in, tighten it up, plug it in over there, wire tie it, and put the wheel well back together. All right, so let's do it. Oh, and by the way, just a quick little tip for you guys if you want. Okay, when you loosen it up, don't just loosen it all the way and spin it all the way. Okay, you might ruin the threads. So what I did was I loosened it up, then I tightened it, loosened it up, tightened it, and then kept doing it a little bit at a time, like this, a little bit at a time, until it came all the way out. All right, that way you save the threads. If you go and you spin it all the way, all the carbon and stuff that's on the threads on the inside, when it starts to come out, it might strip all the threads, and then you're screwed. All right, so just loosen it up, play with it a little bit, and then grab it in another spot, and little by little you spin it off. All right, and that's it. All right, let's continue to put this little bugger back together. All right, so here we go. We fisted around the AC lines. Gonna set this up over here. This is gonna clip on together like that, as soon as I stop it from spinning on me. See, this happens when you're not left-handed, right? Come on, you can do it now. You can do it. There you go. Okay. Then this little thing here goes on through the side, through that hole. Okay, and that's going to clip on. Try to do that without me struggling. Okay, there's the lock. All right, so now it sits right on top of that frame over there. Figure a way if I can get it in there. Otherwise, I'm just going to wire tie it up and out of the way. As long as it's not hitting anything that's going to melt, it's not going to get pinched, we will be just fine. Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll put the wheel well back together. All right, there you go. Start it up, clear the codes, check for leaks, and we're good to go. Show you where it's locked up into. Right there. Okay. Cut the old one off in 2 pieces, popped it out, worked on both sides of that mount, and you're able to get it in. All right, that's it. Now to put the wheel well back together, and we're good. Airbag was here so that we don't get dirty while we're leaning on this. Right, work clean. No reason to work dirty. All right, so this is gonna go back up with the screws and the clips, and we're good to go. All right, oxygen sensors, bank 2, number 1, done. Thanks for watching.